Alright, picture this for a second. It's like 1:37 a.m. You're doom scrolling, half asleep, brain fried, thumb just doing its thing. You're not even looking for anything anymore. And then suddenly, you stop. Like actually stop. Your thumb freezes mid-scroll. Your eyes focus. And your brain goes, yo, hold up. What the hell is that? That's the exact moment the 2026 Zeekr 9X is built for. Not the daytime showroom moment. Not the spec sheet nerd moment. That late night, accidental discovery moment where something looks so different, so confident, that it snaps you out of autopilot. And here's the crazy part, this isn't some fake concept car that disappears after a few press photos. This thing is real. And it might be one of the most important vehicles Zeekr has ever made. Because whether people are ready to admit it or not, the 9X isn't just a new model. It's a message. A very loud one. Zeekr is basically walking into a room full of established luxury brands, shutting the door behind them, and saying, alright, now let's see who's actually serious. Now, if Zeekr is still flying under your radar, quick context. This is Geely's premium electric brand, and no, premium here isn't just marketing fluff. These guys have been quietly stacking wins. The Zeekr 001 proved they could do sleek performance. The Zeekr X showed they understand urban luxury. The 009 straight up embarrassed some luxury vans. But the 9X? This is different. This is Zeekr saying, we're done warming up. And here's where things get interesting. Because instead of playing it safe, Zeekr made a move that some purists are already mad about, they didn't go full EV. Yeah. Let that sink in. At a time when everyone's screaming, all electric or nothing, Zeekr went hybrid. And honestly, that might be the smartest decision they've made yet. But before we get into that drama, let's talk about the first thing that hits you, the design. Because the 2026 Zeekr 9X doesn't ask for attention. It takes it. This thing looks big. Not fake bulky, big. Real, planted, don't mess with me big. The stance alone tells you everything you need to know. Wide shoulders. Upright posture. A body that looks like it actually does things instead of just posing for Instagram. You know how some SUVs look aggressive but somehow still feel soft? Yeah, not this. The front end is where Zeekr really shows restraint, and that's a compliment. No weird oversized fake grille. No try-hard angles. Just a clean, confident face that blends modern EV styling with actual presence. The headlights are sharp and slim, almost like they're squinting at you, and that signature Zeekr lighting gives it instant identity. You see it in your rearview mirror, you know what it is. And let's be real, this thing looks expensive. Not loud expensive. Not influencer app expensive. Real money expensive. The kind of SUV that pulls up to a high-end hotel and nobody questions it. Valet just nods and grabs the keys. From the side, the proportions are on point. Long wheelbase. Short overhangs. A roofline that stays boxy enough to promise real space inside. This isn't one of those crossovers pretending to be rugged. The 9X looks like it could actually leave pavement and not panic. Big wheels. Thick tires. Strong arches. It's giving, I could go off-road, but I don't have to prove it. And then the rear, clean, sharp, confident. Full-width LED taillights that don't feel overdone. A tailgate that looks practical, not sculpted just for the sake of it. No weird gimmicks. Just solid design that's going to age well. 5 years from now, this thing is still going to look fresh. And that's not easy to pull off. But here's where the real conversation starts. Because design gets you clicks. Powertrain decisions get you respect. Zeekr going hybrid with the 9X is a move that actually makes sense in the real world, especially in the US. This isn't a gas engine with a tiny battery situation. It's more like a powerful electric setup paired with a gas engine that works as a range extender. Translation: instant torque. Silent city driving. And no anxiety when you're hundreds of miles from a charger. Let's be honest for a second. EVs are awesome, until they're not. Long road trips. Cold weather. Remote areas. Off-road adventures. Towing. That's where full EVs still make people nervous. Zeekr looked at that reality and said, why force it? With the 9X, you get the best of both worlds. Electric punch when you want it. Gas backup when you need it. No stress. No compromises. And yeah, performance is expected to be strong, but what really matters here is usability. This is power you can actually live with. And if you think this hybrid setup makes the 9X less serious, think again. Because this thing is clearly built to handle more than grocery runs and school drop-offs. All-wheel drive? Obviously. Multiple terrain modes? You already know. Adjustable air suspension? That's the rumor, and if it's true, that's a game changer. Highway cruising 1 minute, rocky trails the next, and the car just adapts. No drama. No fuss. This is the kind of tech that makes a vehicle feel premium without you even thinking about it. You don't press 10 buttons. You don't study menus. You just drive, and the SUV figures it out. Now step inside, because this is where Zeekr really flexes. The interior of the 2026 Zeekr 9X isn't trying to overwhelm you. It's not a spaceship. It's calm. Clean. Intentional. High-quality materials everywhere you look. Soft touch surfaces. Solid build. No cheap vibes. The dashboard is wide and airy, with a massive central screen that actually feels well placed instead of slapped on. The digital gauge cluster is sharp and customizable, giving you what you need without sensory overload. And yeah, a head-up display is expected, because at this level, it just makes sense. The seats? This is where long drives turn into chill sessions. Heated. Ventilated. Probably massaging. Tons of adjustment. You sit down and immediately feel like this thing was built for distance, not just short commutes. And the back seats aren't an afterthought either. Flat floor thanks to the electric platform. Tons of legroom. Plenty of headroom. Maybe even rear entertainment screens depending on the trim. This is family-friendly without feeling boring. Road trip ready without feeling like a minivan. Tech-wise, Zeekr is loading this thing up. Advanced driver assistance. Smooth adaptive cruise. Lane centering that doesn't fight you. Smart parking that actually works. Zeekr has been pushing hard on software, and the 9X could be the model where it all finally clicks. Now let's talk about the part everyone's whispering about, price. Because this is where things could get spicy. Nothing official yet, but if Zeekr prices the 9X the way people expect, a lot of established luxury brands are going to feel uncomfortable. We're talking premium features, premium presence, but without the sell your kidney price tag. And that combo? That's dangerous. Compared to earlier Zeekr models, the 9X is a massive leap forward. Bigger. More capable. More refined. It's not replacing anything, it's expanding the brand into territory that used to be off-limits. And here's the thing, if Zeekr nails execution, this SUV could seriously disrupt the luxury hybrid and off-road space. Not with hype. With results. Because at the end of the day, the 2026 Zeekr 9X doesn't feel like a gamble. It feels calculated. Confident. Like a brand that knows exactly what it's doing. And honestly, that's what makes it exciting.